have left Fredericksburg and we are now on our way to San Antonio. Well, we have stopped first at Polanco State Park. I am editing and I realized that we did not introduce ourselves. I'm Paige, this is Daniel, and we both quit our jobs to travel full-time with our Great Dane, Winston. Now, back to Blanco.
Yep, one of the oldest state parks in the State Park Registry, built by the Civilian Conservation Corps in the mid-1930s. It's typical of a CCC park and pretty neat.
It is super tiny though, so I was really surprised. They have just about a mile worth of trails.
Yeah, the longest trail is 0.65 miles in a loop.
Yeah.
So pretty easy walk and a nice walk down the river.
Perfect.
So we decided to stop for some mid-road trip beers here at the Real Ale Brewing Company and Distillery. So it has become one of our go-tos, one of our go-to beers.
May I suggest, I don't mean to interrupt your stream of consciousness, but go ahead and just repeat the sentence altogether.
If I remembered the sentence, it would be...
It has become one of our go-to beers.
It has become one of our go-to beers. See, it sounds rehearsed at that point. I don't like it. I still like it. It sounds
It's
fake.
become one of our
Go-to beers.
It's exactly what it sounds like.
Behind us is
the Alamo.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've always enjoyed the Alamo. It always seems like such a, I don't know, it's a reverend place.
It is. It's an icon of freedom and independence.
Yeah.
So the building that you see behind us is actually the mission here at the fort. So everything that was remaining of the fort was destroyed or crumbled over time. What remains was the church or mission that we know as the Alamo today.
So now normally dogs are not allowed past the outer premises of the Alamo complex, but because Winston is such a good boy, we have been granted special dispensation to go visit.
You all go up in the
Yes, sir.
animal.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that's the dog. Hi. Good dog.
What are we doing in San Antonio, darling?
So while we're here, we're gonna hit up the Riverwalk. It's pretty iconic, so we gotta go check that out, see what all the hubbub is there. Then we're gonna venture out, look at some state parks, and enjoy our time here in the great city of San Antonio.
He likes it.
Right now.
He likes it. A butt scratch. Welcome.
lovely conversation with the rangers at the visitor center. So friendly, super, oh my God, and this place is nice. The trail system is very extensive. You're going to do a 1 mile loop.
There's a lot of really nice stuff here. It's really great. Very well planned. Very well executed.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
I like it.
Now let's go do our trail.
Let's get walking.
We have about a mile.
Yep.
Get to it.
So here at Government Canyon State Park, they are doing a Savannah restoration project, hence the accent. If there are folks from Savannah watching this right now, I do apologize. This is a mere approximation of your lovely accent. But as you can see, it is quite different than many other places we have been throughout Texas. Quite the diverse ecosystem as well. So as my southern gentleman friend was explaining previously, this park is undergoing savanna restoration. So there are 3 distinct ecoregions that intersect in this area: the Blackland Prairie, the Edwards Plateau, and the Texas Coastal Plains. So while this area may look wild, this area here and the area behind us may look as it would have been whenever settlers arrived here in the early 1800s, this area has actually been overdeveloped by cattle ranching, fire suppression, and various other means of agricultural production. So what we see here is technically artificial. What it should look like, or as it probably did look before the settlers arrived, would be much more onto this side. So by introducing prescribed burns and by removing invasive flora, they're restoring what it would have looked like when the first settlers arrived.
So we just finished our trail here at Government Canyon State Natural Area.
And we are now on our way to Hill Country State Natural Area.
It's about an hour west of here, outside of Bandera. Bandera is the cowboy capital of the world, so we'll see what that's all about.
He's pooped puppy.
He is a poop puppy.
So an interesting thing that we just noticed while we were walking, the heat from the sun causes the trees to they're effervescent, yes. And the smell is very hill country. So it just smells like the hill country while we're walking this trail, because the cedar trees are just releasing their smell. No other way to put it. So, yeah. The hill country has a smell.
They say you should breathe in the smell of new places. And it really is true. Places smell different. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
The funny thing is that Winston, I think, is the one that reminds us of that the most. Every time we open up that door or the window, he just... he has to figure out what that new smell is.
Yeah.
Comanche Bluff overlook. Absolutely gorgeous, amazing views. We are going to wrap up here, get out of the sun, and head back to San Antonio to rest and relax, hopefully in a cooler environment.
So Bandera holds a kind of a special place in my heart. When I was a kid, junior high age, I came out here to a YMCA dude ranch for 2 summers and really spent a lot of time in and around Bandera. So it's coming back here is kind of retracing old steps, and it's, yeah, good times.
It's a nice, cooler environment here at Elsewhere, Texas.
The goodest boy gets paid.
So we are wrapping this up. We will see you guys tomorrow on the way to Austin.
I look terrible. I look like I get punched in the eye.
Allergies, darling. That's all it is. You want to try again?
Yes.
We're going to wrap this up now. We're going to see you guys tomorrow on our trip to Austin.
Bye.